Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a strawberry tart. Let's begin. So to start the recipe you'll want to make the pastry. I'm not showing you how to do that in this video as I've done it plenty times before in the past, but I will leave a link in the description down below to a video showing you how to make it. So once your pastry is chilled you can then take it out of the fridge and put it onto a flat surface and start to roll it out until it's slightly bigger than your tin. I'm using an 8-inch round tin, but feel free to use whichever you've got. So next you'll want to put the pastry into the pastry tin, and if it does crack, don't worry, you'll be able to fix it later on. Pressing it down into all the corners and bumps if you've got a scalloped edge tin, then you can just cut away the excess away from the edges and fix any bumps and holes with the excess pastry. Dock the pastry to stop it raising while baking, put it in the fridge for around 20 minutes, then bring it out of the fridge, put some grease-free paper in and some baking beans and bake. So to start the creme patissiere, you'll want to get yourself a medium saucepan and pour in all of the milk along with the vanilla and give it a brief mix just to incorporate, then place this on the hob. So while your milk mixture comes to a boil, into a separate bowl add in your egg yolks and whisk them briefly before adding the sugar, then whisk it continuously until the granules of sugar are dissolved. Then you can add in your flour and give this all a good mix until it's fully incorporated. So once your milk mixture has come to a boil, you can pour around a quarter of it into the egg and sugar mixture and then just whisk it in until it's fully incorporated, and then you'll want to add the rest of the milk, whisking continuously. So once the milk has been fully added, you can then pour the mixture back into the saucepan and then place this on a medium-high heat over on the hob, stirring continuously. Make sure you're continuously stirring as it gets thicker, otherwise it may catch on the bottom and burn. You can then take the creme patissiere and put it into a baking tin and spread it out as thinly as you possibly can. This will just help it cool down quicker. Don't forget to cover the top with cling film, making sure the cling film touches the top of the creme patissiere. So once your pastry case is baked, you can remove the baking beans and put them back into their container. You'll then want to remove the tart case from the tin and put it onto a plate or cake stand or whatever you're using. And next you'll want to cut the strawberries, but I'm slicing mine into thin slices, around 3 or 4 from each strawberry, but feel free to vary that depending on your strawberries. Just keep in mind you'll need quite a few strawberries. I'm not sure of an exact weight as you may need more or less than me depending on the size of the strawberries, so work around that. So once your creme patissiere is fully cooled, you can transfer it from the baking tin into a bowl and then just whisk it up until it's slightly more pliable or spreadable. You can then transfer the creme patissiere into your baked pastry case and then spread it out as best as you possibly can using either an offset spatula like what I'm using, or the back of a spoon will work equally as well. The recipe for the creme patissiere I use is actually the perfect amount for an 8-inch tart, which is great to know so there's no wastage. So now that the custard has been added and smoothed off, you can start to add your strawberries. I started on the outside working my way in. This is just the way I remember doing it at college, but feel free to do it differently. You could even just put whole strawberries on top if you really wanted to. So just before you put it into the fridge, you'll want to brush the strawberries over with some apricot glaze. This just acts as a preservative and adds some flavour. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again next week with another video, so join me then. If you have any video suggestions for the future, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out the description as I'll leave a link to the blog post which will have the full write-up for this recipe and any other information that you may need to know. But that's it for this week, bye guys.